Herdiscussions. On this channel, we discuss relationships, health, wealth, parenting, and beyond. And if you have any questions or topics you would like for us to discuss and or have feedback on our episodes, please email herdiscussions@gmail.com. Okay, let's get into today's episode. My name is Nay. I'm your moderator today. I'm a Capricorn. I love to cook, make drinks, and have a great time with family and friends. Now, I would like for Miss Trina to introduce herself.
I'm Trina. I am 30 years old. I'm a Taurus, and I love to read.
My name is Chandra. I am 30 years old. I'm a Capricorn, and I just enjoy pretty much everything sports related. I like doing writing, poetry, things like that.
And Miss Tierra, I'm a Libra, so I love to love. I'm a bomb mom of two. I love football. I love hanging with my friends. I love reading, and I love traveling.
Right, so now that you have met the four amazing women on this show, we're going to get into our first topic as of today. How do you feel about the current dating scene, Chandra?
For me, I would say, honestly, it's kind of concerning. And I say concerning because you got a bunch of grown-ass people who don't know how to hold simple conversations. And it's sad because in our generation, we got text messages. So I meet a lot of men who can't expand their conversation past what are you doing? See, the type of woman that I am, I can take a crumb and I can turn it into a full course meal, but at the same time, I'm not about to feed you too.
Let them know, baby.
I can't do it. So it's like, it's frustrating because I get to the point like, I don't even want to talk no more. Because you initiating the conversation, I'm constantly basically leading this conversation like, I don't want to talk. Don't call me. Don't text me. Like just leave me alone at this point. So it's real concerning to me. I think social media has really like messed things up for everybody.
Yeah.
Because everybody's just used to like the simple little what you doing, where you at, like things like that. So now it's just like the conversation and communication is just completely gone down.
All these abbreviations that you don't even know what the heck it means.
Mm-hmm. Girl, I be having to look them up. Like, what does this mean on Google? Google be having you everywhere. I'm like, okay, I know it's not that. So yeah, I don't know.
Off. It ain't no periods at the end of the sentence. I don't know if making a statement. I'm like,
yes,
are they asking me a question?
Mm-hmm. I'm like, where's the period? Where's the comma? Something that sentence is a wrong sentence.
Ooh,
like it's not making sense. Mm-hmm.
Cause who am I dealing with here? A kid?
Right. Give your daddy back the phone. I don't know if it's the daddy or the son. Give your daddy back the phone at this point.
Say the current dating scene, like she said, it's lacking. To the point where I don't even want to date. I mean, you know what? I'll just listen to the stories because it's just, at this point, I mean, we have to do better. I said the next guy to ask for my number, I'm going to say, here's my email address. If you email me a paragraph, you might get my phone number at this point. Because
not a paragraph, but I feel you.
A paragraph. Give me more than 250 characters. I mean, I'm just saying at this point, what is it that you're looking for? Be honest. If what you're looking for is, you know what, then just say that so that I can help you go to the next person. Because you know, I think we need to just be intentional as ladies. And when they say they're not looking for a relationship, we just need to take that and don't think like, oh, maybe in the future they will. No, they said what they meant. They said what they said. And it's a no-go.
Yeah.
Right, I do agree with a lot of times that a lot of parents, a lot of us do not actually want to accept when they do tell us that because we want more. So then at the end, because then you start assuming things and then you start wanting more, having all these expectations of things, and then you start getting your feelings hurt. You're like, why was he playing games when he told you?
Exactly.
That happens too. But to piggyback on like with Chandra, oh my God, I'm so sick of what you doing. I'm working. I'm at a sports game. I'm chilling. That's all I'm doing. So yeah, it is very it's like repetitive, and you kind of be like, do I really? I ain't got time for this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely okay like being in that dating scene as well. Okay, T, what you think?
I feel like dating scene is complicated for me personally because I feel like, like I said, I'm a Libra, so I love to love. Nobody wants to love anymore. Like nobody wants to love anymore. Nobody wants to know what actually feels like to be in love. And I feel like everybody is just, I don't say they play. It's just that nobody takes relationships serious anymore. And with me, I'm serious. Like I'm 30. I don't have time. I didn't play them games. Like if you looking for somebody to play with, go play with a kid. That's not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like grown woman, I take care of my business, take care of myself, take care of my kids. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking for anything other than, you know what I'm saying, being serious, then leave me alone. And people don't understand that, they'll play with you in the beginning and feel like, you know what I'm saying, they'll get you into it and feel like, okay, well, she's saying she wants this or whatever, and I'll try to change her mind or whatever the case may be or whatever. But no, that's not it. If you're not what I'm on as far as in trying to love and build, then it's not going to work. So I don't want to waste my time. Don't waste your time. Just keep it.
So do you think social media plays a big role in the dating scene now? Because there's so many
options. Yep. And see, women have a lot to do with that too, because a lot of women don't know what they want either. I mean, it's just a matter of you knowing what you want in a relationship or whatever. If you want to just hang out and, you know what I'm saying, and maybe go have drinks or whatever, or what we call it, Trina, what is it called? Happy hour. That's what
happy
it is.
Hour. That's happy hour. Happy hour. Watch out for happy hour.
You just want a happy hour, buddy. Just say that. I mean, but yeah, it is women. It is women who like, oh yeah, I'm playing a game, and then they catch. So men thinking everybody's playing the game, like, oh, they all cool like that, and then they be catching feelings, and it's like, no, at first you told him already that you weren't looking for nothing serious. You just want to hang out, have a good time, be, cuddy buddy, whatever, and then you trying to switch. Now they thinking like all of us is doing that. It's like, nah, we grown now. Like I ain't playing them games. I'm no younger.
I feel like nobody really trusts anybody because everybody probably think that somebody got somebody. So it's like, well, let me have somebody. Just in case, you trying to play me, I'm going to play you. And it's kind of like the same cycle, which is kind of like, okay, when are we going to do better? So I feel like a lot of people is not realistic on what they really want. I feel like more so it's an image instead of more so a personality in what is good for you, that person who is meant for you, and it's kind of like go back to like nobody has patience anymore to really get to know somebody. It's like, oh well, shoot, she ain't asking me to come over, so I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, honestly, men have to do better with being completely honest in what they want, and that be up to the woman to accept it or not, because at the end of the day, you can't get mad if you still accept the fact that, again, he don't want to be with you, but he still want to have a cuddy buddy, still want to chill, and you still accept it. Don't think that it's still going to be coming out more than what it is.
And I think what you said kind of goes back to the social media thing, because now people really don't have to be patient because they have all these options. So they're like, okay, I'm not about to be patient with this girl, or I'm not about to be patient with this guy because I got somebody else I can talk to right now. I got 2-3 other people that I can talk to, and like this person is going too slow or whatever. But I think people don't even realize like to have that patience to stop. You don't have to waste your time doing that, because at the end of the day, we all getting older. So why continue to waste your time and play with multiple people? And it's frustrating. I remember like when I first relocated to Houston in my early 20s, I was trying to talk to multiple people, and I was too tied up. I was getting people mixed up and everything, and I got called out on it. Somebody called me out. He called me out. He's like, nah, that's another. You know what? They ain't me. I'm like, what? That ain't you? I thought you said that was your job.
So you the pimp. Okay.
And I said, I'm done. I can't do this. I can't juggle all these people. I don't know how men do it. Or the women who do it. I can't do it.
That's just a matter of, like I said, knowing what you want. Like, I have friends that, they fine with, hanging out over the Christmas, but it's like me, I'm different. It's just you have to find that person who is compatible with what you want. Don't try to go for somebody serious if you're trying to play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And don't play if you're trying to go for somebody who's serious. It's just nobody.
At the end of the day, you messing up with somebody else's stuff, right? So if you got a person that's serious and you trying to play with them, you want to play. Nah, you wasting their time stopping them from basically kind of meeting the other person that's willing to be serious too.
Right. Don't block my blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't block
I've been
my
waiting in this
blessing.
line too long. Gone
Right.
somewhere else. Let my real man come on up. Don't be playing with me.
Right.
We said before that if a man says he's not ready to be in a relationship, then you believe it because you're basically wasting your time. Like, you're not going to change his mind. Like, we are all women. We're not all the exception to the rule, and he's just I'm gonna be that one, and sweetheart. So he is not gonna change his mind. If he said it, then believe him. He's telling you the truth. But why is it that women think like, oh, I'm the exception? He said that, but what he really meant was not today. But I'm gonna give him 3 months because I know he's gonna change his mind.
You know what? That's a good question. I don't know. I think women, we have so much pride and faith in ourselves that we can take. Men have the capability to do so many great things in this. We have to realize some things we can't do. Like, if a grown man has made up his mind, we cannot make a grown man change his mind. Like, it's not gonna happen. Either he want to do it or he's not gonna do it. It's like we can't do nothing. But I think when we really, really like somebody, we are willing to kind of wait and be patient and just hope, in which, like, okay, let me show him that I can do this, I can do that, I can be a freak, I can cook, I like sports, I can clean, I can do everything you need me to be. I earn your clothes, do this and that. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's not gonna matter if he doesn't want that.
Yeah. And no change.
So you kind of basically trying to sell yourself like, okay, I'm advertising myself to be this bomb A person, this wife, trying to basically do everything I possibly can to show you that, okay, love me. Like, I want to be with you. Love me. Can you love me the same? And like, it doesn't work that way. I mean, unfortunately, some men aren't honest. Well, they honest from the beginning, but like, you have some men who say, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship, but then they action show something completely different. It's unfortunate when you have that situation where you're basically trying to sell yourself off. Like, instead of a man just noticing and like, okay, yeah, I want to be with her. She bum, she wifey material, whatever.
Trying to be superwoman.
Yeah, trying to be
only way you'll keep a man is if it's a man that wants to be kept, period, or whatever. Like, women, that's us though. That's the pride in us. That's the, you know what I'm saying, the superpowers. And we feel like that we have that confidence, especially Black women. We feel like that we could be over the top when it comes to things or whatever. And some things you just have to let it be, you know. They give you them signs. You have to just look forward for them signs. I mean, especially if a man tell you whatever. I respect a man more if he will tell me the truth. Like, just tell me the truth, so I won't waste your time and you won't waste mine. And we can cut this in the very beginning. But a lot of men, they want to play that game, and they'll string you along in their convenience as long as you can. But once you get to that point where you're deeply in love, and you can't get out of it, and they can run. They'll run away from you. They're like, well, I told you from the beginning, I didn't want this. You wanted to do this, and you're like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? But that's us. That's us. That's the confidence that we have. We feel like we are super women, and we are. Don't get me wrong, but like you said, so I was like, some things just can't do.
So, and then also trying to find someone that's not even just, well, people who have kids, it's not even just for you, but also your kids. Honestly, it's a lot of people you can't even trust out here to be around your kids. You got it's even deeper to that. So it's like, if you can't even hold a conversation with me. What made you think that you can actually be around my kids?
I think it is for parents. Like, as a parent, it's more. Even though I'm not a parent, I can only imagine how much it is, because not only are you looking for a spouse for yourself, but also your kids as well. Somebody that's gonna step in and be a model. Because they're going to be around your kids too. So it's like, you don't want to just get anybody in your life.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
You know what? For me, having a boy for so long, which I've still always been skeptical of anybody. Honestly, Cameron really haven't been around nobody. Yeah. Nobody that I feel as though that was actually worthy of being around. It is definitely different now that I have a little girl. It's a whole nother ball game.
That's me too. See, with me, my daughter has only been around one other male besides her father, like just one. And like, that's me, and I'm okay with that, because I don't want to show her, you know, she's a little lady, and you're not gonna see your mom having men run all up and through here. And you're not gonna see me go, you know, after one man after the next, because for what? Like, I want you to grow up, and I want you to know what it feels like to be loved the right way. You don't need to have
okay by yourself.
Yeah, you're a lady and you need to respect yourself. Not only respect yourself, you know what I'm saying? You need to, have the type of respect for everybody. And you're going to have children too. And I want you to have the same mindset that I have when it's respect for you. Like, don't do that. And I'm okay with that. I am perfectly okay with that. And as a little girl, like you said, Renee, like we talked about this earlier. Everything, I'm so protective over her. I don't want nobody around my baby. She's mine. So it takes one crazy person. And even like, that's another thing.
I mean,
too.
Don't get me wrong. It can happen to it happened to boys as well. I'm glad that Caroline is old enough now. We already have those conversations anyway. But it can happen with little boys, but it's definitely more so with girls. Seem like So I just don't. I was in jail happily with a smile on my face.
Right. That's another thing too. Like when it comes to, like you said, when you're dating me, you have to date my children too. So don't play with me. Don't come into my life and love me and love my child. And then 5 years down the line, you decide, okay, this ain't what I want to do. And now my daughter feeling like, okay, why is this person not coming back into, like, what happened to this person? Like, I love him just as much as you love him. And, don't do that. So you have to really know what you want and make sure you're serious about it, because if not, you're not the only person that you're going to be affected. You're affecting your life, your child's life, his life. And if he has children too, if you've been into their life, everybody's affected besides just you and this person. You know what I'm saying? So It's crazy.
So how long would you say that you take when you meet a guy before he can meet your kids? Like how long? What's the time frame? Or is there a time frame when you have kids?
I wouldn't say that for me. I wouldn't say that is a time frame. It's just I feel like when you really know. I haven't got to that point to where I feel like I knew, even regardless of me probably talking to somebody for almost a year, because you can see sometimes just hanging on to somebody just because, but it's like the effort of everything, you just know.
Yeah, you'll know. Like you said, there's no time frame on it. It's just, if this person, you serious 6 months down the line, I'm not gonna let you wait a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you serious, I ain't gonna say 3 months or whatever case, but you'll know as a parent. You'll know when the time is right.
So the next question is, what advice would you give the men out there watching? Put them up on game, sis. Tell them, what are you looking for? Like, what do you want them to start doing today? Like, not tomorrow. Going forward, this is how I need to be addressed.
Me, I just want somebody to tell the truth.
That's it. Be honest from the gate.
It's true.
Just be honest.
You have to be honest. Granted, you have a lot of people who really don't want to hear the honest truth, but you have some women that really want the honest truth. I'm one of them. I'm sure all of us are on here. And I feel like you completely be honest with me exactly, what you want. I don't think a lot of people really do. That's how we go back, going back to that. But I feel like if you just be like, okay, I just want to take it slow. Let's just really get to know each other, actually plan dates. No, I'm not asking you to come over to chill at my house after 11 o'clock. It ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Right.
So what's the cutoff time for talking on the phone? Is it 11 o'clock, Nay?
On the phone, it's fine. Honestly, there's really no time on the phone, but I'm talking about you trying to plan to come over knowing you trying to do other things. That's not happening. But my thing is like, I don't mind if we probably, just on the phone, we actually have an intellectual conversation. You actually stimulating my mind as well as I'm stimulating yours. That's a whole different thing. We could be on the phone for hours. I'm totally fine with that.
After 11 o'clock, I'm just going to say, nothing is going to stimulate. Nobody stimulate nothing after 11, but what you
just my mind.
They ain't stimulate no mind after 11. The brain is sleepy. Your melatonin is kicking in.
That's some good conversation.
That's when your voice get a little, hello? Yeah, you got the music and the candles lit. I don't know.
I know she was gonna say bed by 9.
Don't do it. Don't
really 7 for Trina. She probably really thinking 7 o'clock. Really.
7
Please
o'clock.
don't call after 7.
I ain't got nothing to talk about after a certain time. It ain't nothing for me to talk about. I'm just gonna be honest. Don't call me at those times.
What if they get off at 8 o'clock? What if they get off late? That's what I'm saying. What if they get off late?
Try again the next day.
Try again. Right. I'll call you in the morning when I get up.
I'm so intentional about this. I have it set up on my cell phone that no messages come in at a certain time until I touch my phone again in the morning. Like, it's nothing. I'm not even gonna know you called or you text because it's not gonna pop up. I don't like that. Like, I want you to respect me at all times, and I get it. Some people will respect you after 11 o'clock, but from personal experience. Yeah, it was conversations going on that shouldn't have been going on, and then I got
it's like them what's them little series, After Dark series. Like, wait, how the conversation just take a turn right now? It's like the conversation got dark outside.
I'm talking about a damn sandwich, and we talking over here and talking about something else. What the hell?
Right.
Like, no.
What you talking about? I ain't talking about that.
And you know the chorus in me. I mean, you gonna give me a challenge? What you talking about? Now I'm in it because I'm like. So you think you can do better? Like, what you thinking you can do to me? And you know, we going all down.
Knowing they trash. Knowing they end up being trash. But let's not. That's a whole nother conversation. Yeah, but okay.
All right.
All talking, nobody.
And it's crazy because you see dead serious too.
Got a shrimp. But okay.
Oh.
I mean, I love shrimp. Anyway.
All right. So what are y'all are basically saying the advice y'all would give us to be honest up front. That gives the woman, it's my decision to take it or leave it. If I don't want it, then I can leave it. And if I want to play games, then I do that.
Absolutely. Also, actually make the effort of planning something. I don't care if we actually just go to the park, have a little picnic. That doesn't mean you have to spend $200 on a date. My thing is like actually make it action, not always been like, okay, what do you want to do? Where you want to go? Where you want to eat? Be like, listen, I made plans. Be ready by this. You need a babysitter. Make sure you got this, whatever. You know, my thing is like actually take charge. Y'all want us to let you take charge, but then the things that we want you to take charge on, you can't do.
Right. That's what will be so attractive. Like, hey, I'm picking you up. Be ready by 7 o'clock. I would love something like that. I already got the reservation set. I'm like, okay.
See, that's the difference between a boy and a man. Definitely.
I would love something like that. And I would say another thing they could do is to be attentive. So if I'm telling you on Monday that I have a test or I have an interview on Friday, don't come texting me Friday evening talking about what you doing. Ask me how that interview went.
Or how was
how my test went. Or text me in the morning and say, hey, good luck with this, good luck with that. I'm praying for you, something.
Amen.
Like, don't forget what I done told you throughout the week. I hate when men do that. Like, how you forgetting what I just told you?
But that they are not actually that into you. And again, it goes back to us knowing or seeing those red flags that a lot of us still be like, okay. And then the red flags keep piling up. They keep piling up. And then you be like, well, dang, why he really do me like that? He told you. He keeps showing you. He kept showing you.
The whole time.
Whole time.
So is there a number of red flags that you see and then you say, okay, I'm out? Or do you say, okay, let me see. Let me see how
see, that one's hard.
Honestly,
that's hard.
It's hard.
That is hard because I feel like it goes off on each person. You get what I'm saying? Depending on that person. But for me, I'm already pulling back. And a lot of
the
times
red flag.
Communicate with you. Most likely it's because I'm probably bored. I ain't doing nothing anyway, honestly, and I may respond, but you're not getting more out of me.
That's true. I think it depends on the red flag. Like I ain't gonna I like gentlemen or whatever because but if we're out on a date or whatever and maybe you forget to do something small like open a door or something like that, I ain't gonna be like, oh okay, well that's strike one. Yeah.
Like you got 2 more strikes. You got 2 more strikes and you done. If you don't pull out my chair, that's strike 2. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
So it just depends on the woman. Some people are very meticulous. And I'm not gonna say me. I mean, of course not me. I don't have a pen and paper and writing down this stuff like that. But I am keeping a mental note to myself. Are you trying to keep this bill at a certain amount? I don't like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a little that, and I've been on dates like that, y'all. When I'm like, I don't know, the waitress coming back asking me like, "Do you want a second drink?" And I'm thinking like, I don't know if he can afford a second drink. I hate that feeling. So I will wait to see if he get a second drink, because I'm thinking if he can't afford this, I don't even want to do this. I'm hoping he looked at the menu before he brought me to this place and seen the amounts and everything. But some men, they don't function like that. So I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna embarrass them. Let me just sip on this one drink slow and just finish it up. And when I finish my food up. But I don't like that, like thinking like, I guess this is a whole nother topic. I don't like, if you ask me out on a date, that means you should take care of it. I mean, at least the first date and the second date. Like, I shouldn't have to feel uneasy, like, if this bill doesn't get him, like, I don't know if he's going to be able to afford this bill. Because if he shouldn't take it to the point that you can at least get a maybe an appetizer, an entree, and at least 2 drinks. And me, I don't even need dessert. I don't even like eating dessert. I just like my drinks and my food. If you be like, okay, I want to take you out, but babe, I'd be like, I really don't got it. I'd be like, okay, let's go get some lunch meat and some bread and some cheese at Aldi's, and we can go to the park. And it happens. Everybody don't always got it, but it ain't always about the money on what you're spending. It's more so within what effort are you putting in? How are you trying to make this work? So yeah.
Well, my thing is, if you don't have it, then you show enough better. Have a good date planned. So I can see that you didn't have it. But my thing is, you are being intentional. You are courting me to be my husband. I want to go get a 3-course meal and 2 or 3 drinks. Get the bottle of wine. I mean, you need to impress me. I want to be wowed. And I'm not apologetic about it. I want to be wowed because I can afford it for myself. Money then.
That's me. That's what I said. If you can't do it, that's fine. Don't even ask me. Wait till you can afford to ask me, and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? But don't.
And I go back. So I feel like, well, what I said, let that be a couple dates in. I feel
there you go. There you go.
You should already be able to where we can actually go to like a nice restaurant, say within your 3rd date, and be like, listen, I really want to take you out, but. You know, or even then, I could have been like, okay, how about I cook this time? Or, you know, and I'll do it depending on how, you know, you feeling that person or whatnot. So,
yeah.
Like I always say, women, we get dressed up, we get our hair done, and it's not cheap. Eyelashes for some of us, a dress and heels, it's not cheap. Like, I'm bringing you, I'm giving what it's supposed to give, okay? No wallet needs to be giving what it was supposed to be.
Right, baby. Yes.
Because I didn't get dressed up for nothing. I mean, I didn't get dressed up for nothing. Now, if you want to plan a park date, but you better plan it right. Don't come without the picnic basket. You got a bag from Subway. I'm like, you need to make it look nice. You need to upgrade. Where's the blanket?
Who do you think you're dealing with?
I ain't got a blanket. Well, what we gonna sit on?
I'm not about to sit on the grass.
I'm not sitting on the grass. You should have planned this right.
Ain't got no silverware. What I'm gonna eat with my hand? You got some fruit. You want me to pick it up with my hand?
And you better you better have some wine glasses. If you ain't got one, you come with a styrofoam cup, it's going to be issues.
How you gonna have wine with a styrofoam cup? Come on, it don't even make no sense.
I know your auntie had some cups at her house you could have borrowed for your day. I mean, if you gonna be cheap, then come on. Just come on then.
Right. If that's what we could have just went to Subway and ate outside and we shouldn't even did a picnic. Now the ants crawling on me because you ain't got no blanket. I mean, it's just crazy.
The ants crawling on me. You ain't got no off.
Ain't got no off. I'm getting big. Now I'm just uneasy. I can't even talk to you because I'm getting big trying to watch the ends.
And that's the perfect time to touch me. Because now you got to put the off on me. So now you can say, let me put this off on you.
Yes.
Mama, I'm not even thinking, oh, now he want to touch all on my skin, that melanin. He want to touch the melanin. I'm not even thinking. I'm thinking, oh, he's so sweet. He want to put the off on me so the ants won't get me. You just gotta come and you gotta come correct. If you're gonna do it right, or just save it for those other ones, because I'm not the other ones.
And I think, like, and they not thoroughly thinking it out, and that goes back to the social media thing. They have so many women that they have to basically keep up with. They planning this date on Monday, got a date on Wednesday, got a date on Friday. Like, they can't thoroughly sit out and plan a nice date.
And not even that, you have a lot of women too, a lot of
women too that does that,
where they are okay with you just coming over to their house. So why would I need to put in effort to get you if I don't have
that's
to?
What I was gonna say. So like, it depends on the woman,
right?
Yeah, and they think all women are okay with that. Like, all women are not okay with you just coming over their house and talking about, oh, can we watch a movie? No, we can go to the movies. If you want to see a movie, we can go to the movies.
Yeah.
Yep. It depends on the type of woman you are. I mean, and they feel like all women are the same. Like, honey, I'm not what you did. Like, listen, I'm not used to what you dealing with. This is not. It's a whole different ball game, baby. I done played your game. I was in a relationship for 15 years. I know what it feels like to be wined and dined and spoiled and all of that. You cannot come to me. Listen, the bar set so high. Yeah. They're so high that you can't do the simplest things does not matter to me. It's nothing. It takes a lot to impress me. You better be able to walk on water, honey. So you better be able to walk on water, baby. And if you can't drown a fish, probably not gonna be. It's probably not gonna be. I'm not probably not the one for you. It's not gonna be a good deal. Try with me because it takes a lot, honey.
Men are intimidated by strong women, and that can be a big thing as well.
Well, it sounds like the current dating scene needs some changes.
A lot.
Her discussions, and it also sounds like the advice that these ladies are giving the men tonight is, you need to come correct or do not come at all. Just save it. Don't even try it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. I would like to thank you all for watching her discussions. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, you dealing with any issues with your man or your boo, whatever y'all calling it these days, feel free to drop us an email. I'll have our email link below. Shoot us an email and say, I'm having some issues, and we'll be sure to get back to you on our next episode. And please stay tuned for next week where Nate is going to make one of her cocktails.
Hey.
And we're going to love to see that. But again, thank you guys so much. Be true to you. Be who you are. And don't let nobody change it. Bye.
Bye.